Temple number 7 is Karnak. Karnak sits in the center of Luxor, and it takes up 247 acres. It is the largest in Egypt and the largest temple in the world. It is huge. The grounds are enormous, and it seems like there's still digs happening and new things are being found. And this particular temple to me feels like the temple of solar joy. The construction of it spanned many decades and many different kings and queens. But the idea for it was started by Queen Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh from 3,500 years ago, who is, I stumbled to find words because she probably is my favorite one in history. And I have a very special and strong connection with her. So to speak about her, I sometimes get emotional. But she was probably the strongest, most courageous woman in history. She did not have an easy life. She was married off to her brother to give him more legitimacy. He died pretty quickly, so she became the pharaoh. She had to bind her breasts and wear a fake beard, although people knew she was a female. The symbols of masculinity gave her more credibility. She ruled for, some say 13, some say 16 years before her stepson took over. And when he took over and after her death, he pretty much erased her from history. He tried to erase her from history. One of my favorite places in Karnak Temple, Chapelle Rouge, the Red Chapel, was a chapel that Hatshepsut, lover, her architect, her advisor, built for her. It was a place where they could be together. Well, it was destroyed, and the ruins were found on the side of the temple to then be meticulously put together like a puzzle, reconstructed, and you can now go and visit it. Other things you will find there are the obelisks, a pair of Hatshepsut obelisks made out of red granite, as most of the obelisks we see from Egypt all around the world. And one of them, interestingly enough, fell, some say during an earthquake, some say it was sabotage, but it was recently in 2022 put back up. It's a third of its size, but it's back up, and it's doing its job, transmitting the solar codes all around the world. So this temple has many treasures. It has Sekhmet's sanctuary with a beautiful statue, so beautifully preserved, of Sekhmet. If you go wander the grounds, you'll find more statues of Sekhmet, but this particular one is very special. Sekhmet comes to me as a galactic warrior, fierce mother, the purifier of pain, but above all else, the galactic commander who is the guardian of Earth. And she says to not bow to her, to expand your heart and take her in, so you can live with a courageous heart and you can embody her. Here you will also find the 7 gates and the 7 keys. You will find Khonsu, the moon god's chapel. Some of the places need to be unlocked, where the guards require an extra help, extra ticket to get you into these places. But doors open when you're coming with the right energy and the right intention. So if you can, close your eyes. If not, stay with me if you're driving. And closing your eyes and just imagining yourself in the center of this vast, majestic temple. Imagining that it doesn't look the way that it does, with some broken columns and walls that are missing images and hieroglyphs, but in its original glory, as Queen Hatshepsut intended it to be. And Queen Hatshepsut is standing at the entrance saying, "Welcome, welcome. Come in, go and explore. Go run through the halls. Find the symbols, the signs that are left on the walls. Bring your family, bring your kids. Play hide and seek here. Fill this place with laughter. Feel the joy. Listen to music and dance here." She carries the frequency of the sun, and she wants you to awaken that within yourself. She's the daughter of the sun, and so are you. She carries the frequency of Hathor in her womb. She carries Sekhmet in her heart. And she is the light bulb of the family, the galactic cosmic messenger that came with a blueprint to revive Egypt, to build trade, peace treaties, to allow this land to come into its full glory, to prosper. And she did that. She accomplished that. And she could not be herself. She could not be her feminine self. And she's here to remind us that we no longer have to pretend, that we can be in our full feminine and transform this world, birth the new world through the feminine. There is a scarab in the center of the temple. A large scarab that if you walk around it 9 times, your wishes will come true. So if you repeat the wish as you walk around. So imagining yourself again, using this opportunity to place a wish, to place a prayer, bringing your joy, bringing your aliveness to it, and placing it into the ethers guarded by the walls of this temple. The heartbeat of this temple is constant. It's a living memory of courage, of mystery, of life. It reminds you to return to your heart. It reminds you of your solar power, of your connection to the earth. It's like a living city of light, breathing the solar codes. And it's telling you, can you be a flame, a living flame, the light blooming again through the earth? You're not a visitor to history. You're here to birth the new world. This temple is of joy. So what can you do today to ignite joy? Giving yourself permission to be in full joy no matter what is happening to someone who you might be grieving for. Your joy changes the frequency on the planet. Don't rob yourself of it.